So what you are looking at is the Gartner's Magic Quadrant. Now, if you look at it, that you'll be very much surprised that of course there are a lot of softwares which you might have never heard of, but there are two popular ones, and one of them is Tableau. Another one that you actually start looking at is Pyramid Analytics, and also you are looking at some of the data, which is Power BI and some of these particular things. Analytics is changing our world, and that's what this particular course is trying to focus on. The course I'm talking about is MGT 628 People Analytics. We not only just focus on the idea of analytics, but we talk about the application side of analytics. To make you understand that how important it is, let me make you go through that some of the outputs that the students have created in last 2 years to make you understand the kind of learning that the student does. Now, this was an output from last year's student on Tableau, which was basically focusing on satisfaction correlation with the staff knowledge. The software that was getting used was Tableau in this particular case, and we were trying to figure out that during COVID time, does job satisfaction actually got affected because of knowledge of the people? The kind of analysis is what most of the industrial people actually look at. The second output that I'm presenting before you is again almost on a marketing analytics side, but it actually is made from Power BI, which is focusing on this particular idea that the product, customers, and shipping performance, etc. How are they correlated to an organization's efficiency? In a world where we are talking about data a lot, it is very essential to know that there are so many factors that play in. About the course, it has been awarded at AIB Copenhagen for experiential learning. It's a 3-credit course. It is Tableau, Power BI, and Orange for machine learning. You are given a freedom to explore your own particular options. While working for your own organization, that people use it, and that has been something that people who have graduated out on or still are part of the final projects in their capstone and theses use this particular use. What we are looking at is data analysis, reporting, cleaning, and working with the live data. So, there's a lot of work that actually happens with the real-time data on a particular time. What are the objectives are to understand the 7 pillars of HR analytics and also the main pillars of business analytics. You need to apply HR-related data, analyze whatever might be there. You need to evaluate and you need to create analytics paradigms. That's very important. To give you 3 examples how important this is, so I'm taking up a classical example of Pepsi when they actually in a barter system took up actually submarines and a lot of these particular things instead of taking cash from US and from Russia, sorry. And what happened during that particular point was that Pepsi actually had a very big fleet on themselves, and that was actually a miscalculation in data and manpower planning and everything. Second example is the most famous Delhi office of Microsoft, which actually appears like Taj Mahal. Why do you create an office which appears like Taj Mahal? Why not go to Taj Mahal? There has to be an employee engagement and motivation factor that is there. And if you actually study deep in it, there is a lot of data that actually has got involved in terms of why did they create like that, because it belongs to the northern belt of India. Third example is actually from the Ugly Truth book. So if you remember 2020-21, there was a complete campaign on delete Facebook because the amount of data that it was capturing was substantially high. And that makes this particular course more relevant, that how are we scrapping this data? What are the ethical concerns and how do we actually work with data to make a difference? A very interesting internship that happens in Bangalore, you get actually 1 lakh rupee to sleep. You sleep 8 hours and you're going to get money out of it. So when this kind of internships are existing, it means data is becoming more any kind of a work. Companies do pay you up for sleeping for a certain number of hours, and if you're able to complete it, you get a bonus. The data points have changed so much, that's why we need analytics in a world. And what we do is we do a hands-on approach with tools and also with terms of the work that we are doing. Terms regarding the particular course or you want a clarification, feel free to contact me on this particular email ID. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you.